Ahum and namaste. And thank you for joining us for another episode or another video on the Barajas Españolas, the Spanish tarot cards. Now, we've already done all four of the kings. Now we are going to go into the male and the female cards of the deck. We're going to start with what they call caballeros, which is like a knight, I guess. You take your pick. Again, we are going to open up our sacred spaces, right? That we're going to use before we even sit down and use our cards. And we're going to ask, we are actually going to channel our, in Spanish, they call them our muerto, or our spirit guide, or a celestial guide, whatever it is that you use, but you have to be in full understanding that this guide uses and knows how to interpret these for you. Yeah, you're going to learn the formations, you're going to learn the spreads. You can do whatever the heck it is you want with your cards. But the fact of the matter is that when this guy that is reading for you and interpreting and helping you says what it is, and you got to understand that you need to see a professional spiritualist to understand who this person is. Now, everybody's got the gift. I don't care what anybody says. I really don't. I don't. Everybody has the gift, but the gift comes from up above. And your spiritual entourage is unmistakable. And you need to understand that these are gifts that you're being given. You're not doing this on your own. You're channeling this information. So, you know, we like to think that we're great. We're this, we're that. We're nothing. We are just a conduit. We're a hollow bone. We receive this information. What makes us great is when we don't have ego, when we do this as service, when we are truly understanding the relationship between heaven and earth and the significance that we're in the middle. There's a reason why we are in the middle, because that is how heaven connects to earth and vice versa. So yeah, we are important. Yes, we are loved. And yes, we get help to keep going so we can spread the happiness, we can spread warnings, we can spread understanding to everyone because they need it, right? Okay, so enough of this crap that I call crap because it's crap. All right. Oh, there's nothing like cold water in the morning. All right, so we're going to talk about the Caballero de Copas, right? So this is the Knight of Cups. If you look at the picture, he's got a cup and he's kind of like looking away, but his eyes, it's like his face is turning back, but his eye is like this. He's riding a horse, of course. Very regal, very like a very pretty guy, right? Now remember that I explained to you guys that these cards will depict a perfect person that we're talking about. They can go in as far as depicting what sign, what astrological sign they have. So this would be a man of fair complexion, clear complexion, liquid eyes. Well, what would you dream about liquid eyes? Yes, that's exactly what it is. and light brown hair. He is a dreamy and romantic kind of guy. He's got very high ideals for those who fight without material ambitions. So it's already telling you the kind of person, and this is usually when this comes out, depending on which section that your spread is about. You could be doing a spread just on work. So it's telling you who this person is. It's maybe giving you, you may be doing a spread for the home or health or even love. It's going to explain this caballero or this knight. I want to call him a knight, but it's a caballero. It's a man, the man of cups, right? All right. So this is like the knight of legends fighting for the ladies. So this might be somebody that may be a playboy, but not really, right? Right? Okay. He also fights for people that are weak. This is a knight that is kind of benevolent. Not benevolent. Yeah, benevolent. Yes. Um, he will fight for his king. So he's a loyal one, isn't he? This card also signifies the actual astrological sign, whether it's the sign or the ascending, because you want to, I've seen, my sister is an incredible astrologer, and one thing that I learned from her was your ascending sign says a lot more about you than your actual sign. So this may be a person that is either a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. All right. They're always going for the underdog. They're cheering that underdog. They will fight for that underdog. And they fight for the ladies, because again, this is the male side of the deck. So this has to do with the masculine side. Do we want to call it a masculine energy? I don't know. I don't think that it is a divine masculine energy in that respect, but it is a masculine energy. All right. The idea of this card also is it really doesn't mean that it has to be precisely a man with male parts. In other words, it doesn't have to be that. It could be a woman if the woman has those characteristics that I mentioned before. Okay? Important for you to understand that it doesn't necessarily mean that it is a man as it is depicted on the picture. In fact, the picture shows a very pretty man. So the fact that it is a masculine energy, well, there could be a woman with masculine energy that is loyal to the king, that is loyal to females and likes to fight for females. Somebody that understands that materialism is not always important. Okay. Again, this is a very dreamy and romantic card. So it could be a man or a woman, to be honest. And in today's time, rightly so. If the role, if what you're doing is your spread is about love, that it indicates a very deep relationship, where one is delivered to the maximum, the maximum. So if this is a love spread, or you have 4 different spreads, you got the home, you've got, whatever this guy is telling you to make the spread, uh, or how to create your spread, or if you're going to do the traditional that's been carried on, in your lineage. This particular card is it indicates a very deep relationship, where it goes, to just that maximum energy, which is important. Now, if the client doesn't have a love partner, and he or she is looking for a romantic relationship with someone that can give himself completely, and that's what they're looking for, and this card actually falls in on the spread in a favorable spot for your client, then you're able to tell them that, what, this is looking good. Someone is actually going to be attracted to you. If this card comes out on the spread that has to do with work, what that signifies is that this particular person tries to earn enough to take care of his own without having too much ambition. What does that mean? He's down to earth. This guy or this woman is down to earth. So they try to earn enough to live well, but not exorbitant, not very auspicious. Okay. Material matters for this particular night doesn't really hold an important place for your client. So if this card is coming out, you got to understand and read it correctly, where it says, where it's telling you, what, this person isn't really interested in a lot of material stuff, right? If your client, and usually I do this without them even asking, I get a bunch of cards, put them together, or all the cards, put them together, reshuffle them at the end, because I like to know who has healing skills. That way I can just plant the seed and see if maybe they feel it themselves. And there are a lot of people that will come to you and ask, am I a healer? And more people actually are answering the call to become a healer. If this card comes out after you ask your helper, is this person a healer? And I usually do this anyway, because I want to know what I want to be able to touch that client in a way that when they leave, I exceeded their expectations, but at the same time, they leave with a complete profile of who they are, or what they and the questions that they asked. And basically, I don't just do a spread and just blab everything at them. What I do is they ask the questions, turn around, are you ready? Yes. And then the muerto, or the spirit guide, is the one that is conducting the answer. He's doing what he has to do to give them the answers. It cuts on the questions and answers. It cuts on that fluffy part that a lot of people like to put in the front, that doesn't, in this day and age, We don't need theatrics. We need to bring ethics back, and we need to bring tradition back into this spiritual society and cut out the bull crap, and give the client the message that they're asking, the answers that they're asking, or they wouldn't be going to you. I mean, let's truly be honest. They would not be going to you. All right. And you want these clients to come back to you, don't you? I would, because then it becomes a long-lasting friendship. You don't know. You don't know. They might start out as clients and they may become your best friends. And you guys may live this huge life, long life, and they're really good friends. That to me is worth so much more money than anything. It's worth more money. It's worth more than money. But anyway, so what I do is I do the spread asking is, could this person possibly be a healer? Because remember, you're going to get your intuition as well, right? And if this card comes out, you, and depending where it is, when this, and your question is specific, you got to be specific, guys. Can so-and-so be a healer, or are they a healer? And I will tell you, everybody's a healer. But is this a path that they can take in their lives right now? When you do your spread and this card comes out, it's answering your client may be a healer. And this is where you are able to sit with your client and say, you know, I just did an extra spread for you. My question was, you know, if you may have healing abilities, and the card did say, yeah. And this is huge for some people because they may feel a little odd asking that, or a little shamed, or a little, you know, self-conscious about it. If they are a healer, they don't want to seem egotistical or anything. And it's always a good thing for you to do a couple of little extra spreads that it's not gonna impinge on any of your time with them, and you're actually giving them a little more than usual. So, being that said, this little night is a very nice night, usually a sign of Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, whether it's an ascending or somebody that was born with that. So you're going to know their characteristics based on the astrological sign. You already know what a Scorpion is. You already know what a Cancerian is. You already know what a Pisces is. So you're going to be able to see and to distinguish the type of role this person of this with this astrological sign has on your spread. So you'll be using spiritual psychology and astrological psychology to help further your client's questions. So thank you for joining me today. My name is Mary. I'm very happy to teach you this. Next video is going to be the Knight of Swords. And it's a beautiful card, actually. Can't wait to show you this one. All right, so I will see you soon. Enjoy your beautiful day. Have a great one.